Hey guys, it's me Ramade and welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is really important, so I really recommend everyone to watch it because it's about my investments that I've been doing using Stake. So if you guys have been paying attention to my channel, you know I've been investing for a platform called Stake in properties in Dubai, and if you do use my referral link below, you can get £50 free to invest in your first property. So yeah, do head over and use that link below. So yeah, what Stake is basically is a platform where you can invest in all sorts of different properties and you can buy shares of the property, and depending on the amount of shares you own, you'll get a monthly rent paid to it. And obviously right now this is all the live properties available. We have 5 properties available with different projected net yield. So the recommendation here from me guys is always invest in the one of the highest projected net yield, because you will get the best returns in the long term and also in the short term when you get paid your monthly rent. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about getting the money, your rent money, into your bank account. Now, I'm based in the UK, so this will probably be most helpful to people in the UK. So, what's been happening is for the last 2 months, February and March, for those 2 months' rent, I'm yet to receive it into my bank account. Now, you might be wondering what's happened. So, what happened was in January, I successfully made a withdrawal to my Revolut account, which came, and I posted a short video on that saying that Revolut worked. But then in February, Revolut, it didn't work. So my transfer got cancelled. And then in March, I tried again with Revolut, and it didn't work again. And I've got an email thread going on with Stake at the moment where, shout out to the support team at Stake. They've been really helpful and really trying to help solve the problem. So it seems there's an issue with Revolut. And if you guys don't believe me, here's the proof, guys. So here we can see my transactions on my wallet. So if we scroll up, we can see I did a withdrawal on 25th of Jan for about 109.43. I think this was the one that worked. Let me just check. So this was withdrawal, right? And then if we go on page 2, we should see rent cancelled. So we can see the money didn't go through and it got cancelled. So I ended up with 111.80 back into my account, and this was for February's rent, which didn't appear. So then what happened was last month in March, you can see the rent came back in again, and then I did a bigger withdrawal because I had the previous month's rent. So here you can see there's 227, and that's because 111 or whatever the amount was from the previous month. So this withdrawal, right, guys, has still not arrived into my bank account, and Stake, per their latest email yesterday that they sent to me, was that this one is going to be cancelled. And what they've recommended me to do is get in touch with Revolut and also use a different bank. So what I've done is I've asked them whether they used Monzo before for other clients, and they've said that they've successfully had transfers and withdrawals to Monzo in the past. So what I've done this time around is I've actually connected my Monzo bank account to Stake instead. So now, inshallah, once the funds returned into my account, I'm going to withdraw it directly into my Monzo account instead, because for the last 2 months, Revolut has not been working for some weird reason. And yeah, and going into a chat support with Revolut, like they always transfer you to different queues and stuff, and it was just too long-winded. So yeah, guys, if you're in the UK, my recommendation would be withdraw to a Monzo account and not a Revolut. And the reason why you shouldn't use any mainstream banks when doing your withdrawals is because, as you can see, the figure is in 227 AED. So if you're, like, say for example Barclays or Lloyds Bank, if you get paid by a different currency into your bank account, most mainstream banks charge you an extra fee. So whatever rent money you'd get paid in would be a lot less after the fees they take. But with, say for example, Monzo, I believe there's no fees. There's just they just swap the currency depending on the amount. So for example, AED to GBP would happen. There's no additional fees they take from it. So yeah, guys, that's why really important video, this one. If you're based in the UK, please, if you're using Stake, maybe avoid using Revolut. But although Revolut did work for me on the first month in January, in February and March it hasn't worked. So I've got 2 months on rent that hasn't arrived into my bank account. It's stuck in limbo, and I've decided to take the step. I've given Revolut its chance to it didn't work in the first month, so I was like, all right, let me try again in March, but it hasn't worked. And now we're coming up to the end of April basically, so probably with the April's rent money that will come in next week, I'll probably have to do a bulk withdrawal into the Monzo account, and inshallah that will work. And I'll keep you guys posted as well if it does or doesn't work. But I'm hopeful Monzo will work, because I spoke to a support rep yesterday from Stake, and they mentioned that other clients have been using Monzo, and it has worked. So yeah, I have my hopes up on Monzo. But yeah, guys, that's it. Really important update in terms of the withdrawals of Stake. And as mentioned earlier, if you are interested in investing in properties using Stake, do use my link below, and you can get up to £50 free to invest in your first property. So yeah, it's really nice, and I recommend it because you got a long-term stability, monthly rent coming in, and also the support team at Stake is great as well. Like, they're really responsive. Any questions you have or like problems, they reply to you in a flash basically. So yeah, guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and comment below if you've had any issues using Stake in the past, and like what banks you guys have used that have worked well for you. And peace.